Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors Wellness Hub. I'm Renee Noor, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors Wellness Hub and GW3 magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar. Hello, 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 beautiful family. I'm so excited. Today it is Friday, and I'm Renee Noor, the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors. I hope everyone can see us right now because we are live. That's right. We're alive. And you know, I'm looking forward to today being a special day. If you are on the Facebook or if you're out there in the clubhouse, guys, I need you to spread this energy around because we're going to bring not only incredible energy today, we're going to bring so much love, and it's that season for it. As I share with you guys, you are here now with the GW3 Global Society. We are truly an organization that loves bridging the gap between financial literacy alongside with health and wellness by empowering women, girls, and even men. I'm going to say that, guys, even men. We may even have a special appearance by one of my dear friends as well. But in the meantime, guys, I want to make sure that you know just how important you are today. I know today is a special day. It's December. Yes, December is the last. I always thought it was the last Friday of the month, but we have another Friday in December. So I want you to keep your energy up. You know, during this time, you know, you're going to see a lot of things that's happening. But one of the greatest gifts that we can do, guys, is to remember how to stay positive, how to stay healthy, and how to stay happy. So the beautiful queen that I'm getting ready to introduce you to, not only have I had the opportunity of meeting her right there in the clubhouse, we've actually had opportunities of meeting in New York City, doing some great experiences together. She's truly a woman about fashion. And that's what today is all about. It's about Friday fashion, and it's hot red, darling, hot red. And without further ado, I want to bring up our international global designer who already know she's, you know what? All right, let's do this one more time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You know what they say, the second time around, it gets even better. I'm Renee Noor, the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors. I apologize that you could not hear me earlier, but that's okay because I'm back and I'm here to stay. That's right. I'm the founder of the Global Women Wealth Warriors as well as the GW3 Global Society. And I want us to turn up this energy for Friday. Ooh! I'm loving today. Literally, I thought it was the last Friday of the month, but then you know what? We got a big surprise. We have even one more Friday to go before we end off this year with a big bang. And what we're going to be doing, guys, we're going to be welcoming not only an amazing designer that I truly love and adore, but we're going to also probably have a surprise visit as well. So without further ado, that's right. Today is all about fashion. It's Friday and it's hot red. That's right, hot red. Oh, we love fashion. And if you love fashion, go ahead and put some red hearts in the chat, whether you're in the clubhouse, whether you're in fashion, whether you're right there on the right on the Facebook, or even if you're on YouTube, let's put some red hearts in the chat. I'm going to be bringing up one of the most incredible international designers who truly loves fashion. Fashion is a part of her style, her whole decor, as well as her whole meaning about love and life. She always has a wonderful way of bringing it out. She makes you feel extremely well wearing her pieces. I've had the opportunity of wearing several of her collections right here on the GW3 Live Lunch and Soar. So without further ado, I want to bring up the queen herself, the renowned international fashion designer, Miss Karen Geddes. Hey, Miss Karen, how are you doing, beautiful?
Hey, beautiful. How are you? I'm
Oh,
doing
you look,
well.
I know, right? We look incredible. You are over there getting younger and younger every time I see you.
Yes, indeed, beautiful. You got to stay young in order to stay relevant, in my opinion.
I love that. I love that. Karen, this is the season that everyone just, I think people love the holidays, especially in December. What does it mean for you when, being this amazing fashion designer that have put so much of her heart and soul into her designs? That beautiful dress right there is one of my favorites that you're wearing.
Well,
Yes,
thank you,
yes.
darling.
What does it mean for you? What does fashion mean to you, Miss Karen? We'd love to know.
For me, fashion is a way of life. When you are dressing, when you put clothing on, in my opinion, I just believe it gives you the confidence when you step out your door that you can conquer the world. Say if you're going on a job interview and you got this fierce suit on, you know you're out there to conquer the world. It brings an empowerment to you. It brings a style. It brings a confidence to you. It just radiates your personality and it shows the love that you have for yourself. That's what fashion means for me. And that's what I try to do when I don't try because try is to fail. That's what I do when I start designing. I'm thinking of women and how I'm going to empower them. How am I going to give them that confidence or boost the confidence that they already have? So for me, it's just like getting up, drinking water, designing things, or styling women on a daily basis. It's just something I can do in my sleep.
I know that's right, and you're a master at it. This is a space that we understand is truly I'm sorry. This is truly the space that would say this is your genius zone, and we appreciate you for being able to identify that. I want you to share with us. You're right there in New York City. How was it? Being in a space. Sometimes I would say like we like the wildflowers. I want you to share with us your journey in fashion. How did your journey get started? You know?
My journey, oh girl, we'll be here
Talk
all
to
day, but
talk
I'll
about
keep it short. We'll
yes.
be here. Uh, I wanted to be a model when I was living in the projects in Brooklyn. And my parents said they could not afford to send me to Barbizon. That's a date. Some of you youngins might not know about the school, but they just said we couldn't afford it. So okay, life lives on. I went to work in corporate America for 30 years, but fashion never truly left my heart. I had an opportunity to model for an African designer who actually turned some of my designs into real pieces. And he was like, Karen, it's your time. But again, my mindset wasn't there. So I just had to move along. But I love the fact that it never left me. And as I kept pushing forward, when it finally hit me, I was like, okay, God, I hear you. I'm not going to run any more from it. And I started my company in 2014, and honestly, I truly didn't know what it was going to do. I knew it was going to be about fashion, but I just didn't know what aspect. And understand when you start something, you got to have a good plan. You got to have a plan. It may not go as you designed it to go, but you got to have something written down. And I did. I started looking at what I did best about fashion. And I knew how to style women. I knew how to dress women. And I knew how to design. So I decided 2017 it was going to be about designing, empowering, helping women find their voice through fashion. And that's what I did.
I
That's what
love
I did.
Yeah, well, not only did you do it, you did it scared, but you still did it anyway. And that's what a lot of people have to understand. Don't stop. Even if you don't know all of, like we said, don't see the entire staircase, just take one step and go outside of your comfort zone. You know, I want to know because I look at your pieces and they have so much quality. We were just talking, Yolanda and I, earlier today about your collection, and you take so much care when it comes down to even selecting the fabric. Why is that important when it comes down to fashion, Karen?
For me, if I'm not going to wear it, I'm not going to allow anyone else to wear it. So the quality has to be there. And understand this in taking steps in fashion. I had a lot of people come to me and wanted to invest in my company, and which is a good thing, but sometimes it can be a bad thing because now it becomes about dollars and cents. And I'm going to get to that answer real quick. I wanted to make sure that I did it my way, that I maintained the quality and the integrity of my designs and my clothes. Because again, when I design, I'm also thinking about what I'm going to wear. How am I going to look at that? Not just the next woman, but how is Renee Noor going to look in that design? How is Yolanda Christian going to look in that design? How is Malika Starr going to look at it? So I want to embody how other women are going to look at my designs. So again, I say to you, it's very important to have the value, the quality of design. And it's not just about designs because anyone can design something. It's about the value, it's about the integrity that I'm going to bring to that woman. It's about empowering her and making sure when she steps out of her front door, she knows she's a queen. And KG's House of Fashion is going to give that to you.
You better say that again, okay? Absolutely. I love that. The confidence. When I wear your KG House of Fashion gear, that's what I feel. Very confident, as well as a woman will always want to make sure. I would say this: a woman should want to make sure that an outfit always accentuate their assets, whatever those assets may be. You want to find something that really can not only accentuate your assets, but you feel comfortable in it. Sometimes I see where some pieces, I'm just going to keep it real, Miss Karen, they could be maybe two sizes larger instead of getting the right size. Why is it so important for us to wear our size? Why is it so important for us to wear also styles that complement our assets?
Well, one, when you step out your door, not only do you want to feel empowered, I try to stay away from it, but it always haunts me. I also want to feel sexy. I want to know when I step out my door, I feel sexy, that I'm wearing something that's going to accentuate my curves, some of us have larger busts, some of us have hips, some of us have backside. And the design or the dress or the suit that you're putting on, you want that to accentuate those curves that women have. So if you're wearing something too small, it doesn't look good. It's not doing anything for your body. And if you're wearing something too big, it makes you look like a paper bag. So let's stay within our size range. If you're wearing something two size smaller, it doesn't do anything for your body. It does not even, it may push up your breast, but believe you me, your breast can fall out because it's not your size. Size does matter when it comes to fashion. Please wear your size. And I hope I answered your question on that because not everything looks good on every woman.
Absolutely. I agree with that. It's important for us to not only know our sizes, you know, I'm a firm
Know
believer.
the shape of your body as
The
well.
shape of that body. That's what I was about to say. Absolutely. Because some of us may have the broad shoulders. That's kind of like my thing. I have broad shoulders. I'm really more straight up and down. But as my daughter said, Mom, since you matured, you have a little bit more curves there. And I receive all my curves, but I know how to wear the right pieces also to provide to complement my assets. I think it's important also, Karen, to understand the different fabric types, because what people don't realize, fabric is everything. It really is. I know, just by working along some of the great designers, alongside with yourself, from the Oscar de la Rentes, alongside with the Tadashi, as well as Sherry Hill. Each one of the designers have a different texture style. When you think about Sherry Hill, she does more items for the formal pageantry. She does do some black tie affairs as well, but more for pageant pageantry girls. And like with Tadashi, love Tadashi. He's always known for his like his shutter pleats. And even when you think about Oscar de la Renta, that's just like class all the way. I was literally, my daughter wore my jacket, and this was like, my jacket's been around, 20 years. And Janae's now wearing one of my Oscar de la Renta suits. Class. Just always stay around. Even like with your style. What I love about your style, it not only complements different sizes, it also really, the fabric, it's almost like when you put it on, it really almost forms to your body. How long does it take you to go and select out the right fabric, Miss Karen? Please share. How long does it take you?
Um, I'll say this. I am a fan of what they call spandex. So any fabric that I choose will have some sort of stretch because it allows you to suck in if you got a little tummy. It allows you to accentuate your curves. So spandex will do that. And one of my favorite fabrics is Ponte. I use a lot of Ponte, and it's a mixture of nylon, spandex, and visco because it's gonna suck in and pull out where it needs to suck in and pull out. So that is one of my favorite fabrics. And when I first started, I gotta say, I was using a lot of silk. I am that silk girl. I love the way silks drape on a body, but I gotta also mention with loving silk, it also is very expensive. So when I first started out, I most of my pieces was in silk. And then in talking to some other people, they was like, your the designs are very nice for ready to wear women, but they're also going to be very expensive. We have to offset that fabric and bring a different class. And that's when I ran into Ponte and fell in love with it. So most of my pieces now come with Ponte and leather
Mhm.
because leather to me, I know a lot of people think of it as a biker thing, but leather is very sexy, and it's very wearable. And if it's done right, it's very classy. So those are my three fabrics that I really, really love.
Well,
Silk is number one,
so, uh-huh.
Ponte is number two, and leather is number three.
I love Ponte. Actually, that's what this is. And you, like you said, it holds up its shape. You don't have to worry about it getting wrinkled. I don't. You could
Absolutely.
travel with it, and it's like
Absolutely.
almost like you could shake it and go. Silk. You can't ever go wrong with silk. You just really can't. But
You
when you
really can't.
no, you can't. Those three are like some of the the most important ones. I'm going to add, just for me, I truly like to put a little, I sometimes put a little wool crepe with some of the things that I do, because, with the season, especially when it gets a little bit chillier, I like to have layers, and I like the way wool actually wears, because that's another one. You could travel wherever you want to go. It still looks
Yes.
great. You pull it out the suitcase and it's like ready to go. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And I do like wool. Um, I'm getting into some of the tweed, but it
Mhm.
has to be something I can design myself because I don't, and don't get me wrong, I am a fan of Coco. Y'all all know that. I love me some Coco Chanel, and she does tweed really well. But I don't want my tweed to look like her tweed. Although I'm a fan, I want to be original to me. I wanted to signature KG's House of Fashion, and not when tweed is done, it's done and it may look like a Coco Chanel tweed. So yes, so I'm working on it,
I
and
love
I'll get there.
I love having your own signature look and feel, and that's one of the things I fell in love with. Automatically, when we first connected, we were right in the clubhouse and we were talking, and then lo and behold, I went to your page on Instagram. I'm like, oh my goodness, are all these your collections? I'm going to tell you what also stood out for me, Karen. The bold colors. Oh my goodness, the bold colors. I feel as if when a woman wear bold colors, that's a sense of her confidence as well, right? And I love the fact that you had different styles. Yes, you are the queen of putting together leather with certain pieces to just really accentuate the bodies. But I love the fact that your pieces were transition. You can take it from work to also, I'm sorry, out on a town, or also from work to cocktails or whatever the case may be. So I do like that about your pieces as well. So I have to ask this question. Are we ever going to get an opportunity to see a gown from KG Collection? And I know that may not be your area, but the people just want to know. I'm seeing messages. They want to know, you're going to be, doing any gowns, because this is the season. This is the season.
It would have to be a special request. I really want to dress, and you got to understand my background has always been corporate America. I probably can do a gown because I am just who I am. But I want to dress us working women, and I want us to look at corporate America in a different fashion, in a different light. I want to break the ceiling on fashion for corporate America. So the short answer is yes, I can give you a gown, but I want to stick to ready to wear because I want us working ladies to be sexy, to be confident, and to be empowered. But
I,
I'll give you a gown.
oh, okay. Still going to be sexy, empowered,
Oh,
and confident.
absolutely. Absolutely. Because if I do it, I'm going to do it right.
Yes, I love that. So there's people out on the street, they want to know, what's your favorite color, Miss Karen?
Okay, so right now, my favorite color is burnt orange. But
Oh,
I trust me, burnt orange and off white is something you will always see me in. I had to move away from black when I was in corporate America, black, the basic colors. But off white and burnt orange right now is my favorite color. But I promise you, Miss Renee, I have not forgotten. I'm working on that green for
woo.
you. I am. I really am. And royalty, what is the color of royalty? Let me ask you that
To me, there's two different
question.
colors. Royalty can always be purple or royal blue. Okay.
So we're going to do purple.
Okay, purple. Oh my goodness. Now let me say,
Purple.
I already know we got a purple queen. Yolanda loves purple. Yes, yes, yes. That's a great color. Purple, I love wearing colors. Purple haven't always been like my to go to color. However, I love wearing colors. I just love fashion anyways, Miss Karen. Now, truly, green, it's something about a different shade of green that just gives it, that's a money color, you know? And when I want to
Absolutely.
walk in, look like money, feel like money, smell like money, it's okay to wear the money color. And I do like that color as
Absolutely.
well. Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So let's
Yeah.
talk about fashion. What is it that all the trend houses are carrying right now? What is it that we should be looking for? If you're that young lady getting ready to go out on the town, this is a holiday. What should they always carry? What should a lady always have right now? What
Well,
is like
she
the
should always, two things a lady should keep in her closet and constantly update that. It's a little black dress and a little red dress because those will always be your go-to pieces. However, right now, if you can get you a nice, well-designed suit, pantsuit, it is the most sexiest thing right now that a lot of houses are doing, and they're doing it differently. It's not just your basic button-down suit, but they're bringing it into the 21st century. I think they've been looking at my collection and was like, "Oh, okay, she did it that way. We're gonna do it this way too." So, yeah,
Yes.
a
Well, I
suit.
know I'm a fan of suits. I've always had, even when I was in high school, believe it or not, I used to like wearing suits. It was always like that whole boss look, but I like the tapered of a suit too. It's important for that to happen. I would love to see a lady in a tuxedo style suit, Miss Karen, because to me, that's swagger right there as well.
So I did a tuxedo suit in purple and
Okay.
and then I laced it with some lavender leather.
Ooh, I
And
bet that's nice.
yeah, and it really is. It's a three-piece suit, and it is fabulous. I was just having some difficulties working out the production of portion of it, but it is coming. It is coming in two colors. And maybe, just maybe, I will give you that green portion of it.
I will
So,
be
but
waiting
yeah, the
patiently.
tuxedo suit is coming. It's
Yes.
just, and I'll say this, and I know we're not talking about this, but this is also important when you're in the fashion industry.
Yes.
Um, I know people like to have investors invest in their company, and I am that person who wants to maintain control and make sure I do it my way.
Mhm.
So, unfortunately, well, fortunately, I've been able to maintain my control. However, it just delayed my release of some of the newer pieces because I'm putting everything out of my pocket and I'm not going to investors because sometimes they want you to lax on the quality. And I can never compromise the quality of any designs for KG's House of Fashion at all. I
Well,
am a stickler to that.
yeah, you talked about that integrity. You talked about the integrity in not only your collection, but also how your customers are going to be receiving it. I think that's very powerful. And truly, we wouldn't want you to compromise on that at all. Because once you had an original KG collection, you can't even accept anything less. I want to say thank you for what you did with the Breakfast with Champions fashion show on that rooftop. Oh my goodness. Still have so many great memories about that occasion. And then you came in right after in Atlanta and you laid it out for the runway. And even when you were not able to come, this past, I would say for the Power to Soar Leadership Conference, you still made it happen by getting those fabulous clothes there. Dr. Tangi Brewer was able to sport it. Maria was able to sport alongside with Miss Jackie, and then even my very own daughter, Miss Janae Noor, and they were looking so incredible. You know what, guys? I got my surprise. My surprise is here. Miss Karen, are you ready to meet the man behind the jury from Wakanda Forever?
Oh,
Let's
yes!
go. We got
Yes,
Baba
let's
G
go,
in
let's
the
go.
house. Woo woo. Yes. How you doing, my friend?
Astonishing.
Yes, you are. You are. So I have two of the world's best designers. I have Miss Karen Geddes, as well as the man himself from Black Panther 1 and Black Panther 2, alongside the Wakanda Forever for the Global Women Wealth Warriors designer, Baba G. Oh my goodness. This is like amazing, Baba G, because
How
we've
y'all
never
doing, Queens?
had you like this before. You know that, right, my friend? Can you
Yeah, I
hear me?
apologize. I had to drive. My appointment is caught up with me. But
Not a
it's a pleasure to be here. It's good to see all of you. Y'all sound in good spirit. This is the season to be jolly and spirited. So, I'm looking forward to connecting and doing great things with you designers and artists. And yeah, I am.
I love it.
Absolutely.
Yes. So Baba G, you're now right a part of Atlanta, the whole Black Wall Street. How has that been for you right now, Baba G?
For me, it's been terrific. I've been able to be in one spot. The public hadn't always had access to me in the manner that they do now. Because I'm outside of being a designer and artist, I'm an herbalist, a herbal dietitian, and I work with a lot of healers in the medical field, biochemists, doctors, and pharmacists, and we share a lot of information. We help the community as best we can with the knowledge we have holistically, and it's been a fantastic journey in that aspect and being creative on the artistic level. At the same time, it's just exposure, 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 and get me to test some of my other trades, some other skills. So, I've had a beautiful time. I've met a lot of new people. I just realized that I hadn't been exposed to the Stone Mountain area as much as I was in other areas that I lived, like Alpharetta or West End of Atlanta. And, people come out, they're very supportive, they respond to everything that we're doing beautifully. And with everything, it has its growth period. So it's been a whole year for me being there. I started in November, and I came this Thanksgiving marked the anniversary of that. So it's been good. I'm looking forward to doing some even more powerful things. I have the crew of some of the actors and cast from the movie. They're in tour. They're touring the country, and I'm part of that tour. And they have a package that you can actually get the Jabari, which are the ape tribe. You can get any number of the people from the mountains have signed in. You have the Dora Malaj, the warrior queens. Wow, who is it? We have the drummers, we have the dancers. It's a whole ensemble, and they actually perform. Everybody has some kind of performance that they contribute. So it's a package that you can pick and choose, or you can have them. You can have the whole package, and you can take it, bring it to your own community, your center, your church, or wherever you want to. So I'll send that package over to you,
Okay.
Queen Renee,
Yes.
and any functions you have, you can have the actual actors and actresses from the movie. We don't have Angela yet, but that's going to happen in the future. And so it's traveling. We're doing 4 countries in Africa. We're doing Savannah. I think we booked here. I have to see what the calendar is looking like now because I've been off the grid for a minute.
Yes.
And yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And I'm bringing them up to the new Black Wall Street.
I love it.
So yeah, you have to come through and look at it. I
I
want you to look at
will. I
this.
will make that happen. You know, one of the
Absolutely.
greatest gifts for those who don't know, I've actually had the opportunity of meeting Baba G almost, 2010, 2011. And from one moment at that time, we've been connected ever since. And of course, we're looking forward to reconnecting. But truly, everyone, please, let's put some love emojis, some hearts in the chat, purple hearts, because he got on purple, one of your favorite colors, Miss
It's
Karen.
my
Put some
trade.
purple
My
hearts.
Absolutely.
trademark.
Yes, not only for the designer from the Black Panther, all the beautiful pieces that Angela Bassett war in the movie, but also in the second portion of the movie, Wakanda Forever. And oh my goodness, I think you must have dressed at least 6 times in that movie there. And like you said, with all
Yeah,
the dancers as well as some of the other chits, you are just remarkably talented. You both are.
good thing. I
Baba G,
appreciate it. I
you can
appreciate that.
create things like this. So you've probably seen some of his pieces on Fantasia alongside with Erica Baidu. And truly, you've seen it on Renee Noor. Every time you see the Wakanda Forever video, my goodness, we just love you so much, Baba G. I am
I
looking forward
appreciate
to
that, Queen.
before the
Thank
end
you.
of
You
this
know you're my
weekend.
number one PR person. Yeah, you're my number one PR person. I have to get this recorded.
Yeah, no, this is.
I
Love
add this to my press kit.
we can
You
make
know,
that
'cause
happen.
they're
Yes,
branding me right now. We're shooting a series of commercials. I have to have you in there. I'll
absolutely.
give you the whole plot. We have like 12 beautiful commercials. But you know, it's a beautiful move. It's a blessing because it's all been out of prayer. You know, I prayed to have my jury in the movie. As soon as I sat down to pray on it, the phone rang. And around the second time, I didn't know if they was gonna call me a few months into the production of the second movie. I said, well, maybe they're not gonna call me this time, but I pray. And soon as I said I pray, the phone rang.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a very spiritual journey. That's the whole involvement, and I've become family with a lot of the members, the original cast, and we're building on some things, you know, that we can present to the community because the community really, really love the whole project and want to be a part of it, and they want to bring the community together and show them what Wakanda, because it's a what if. What if there was no colonization or we exceeded beyond that? You know what I'm saying? What would it be like a world that was inhabited by that?
So I
That's
know
what struck the unifying chord with everyone who just was excited about the whole production was that what if? You know, when you think into that, how vast our creative skills are and our abilities to produce under pressure, under all of this hardship and madness that we've been doing for 400 years, what would it be like to be freed up? You know what I'm saying? Inhibited, not blocked from expressing ourselves. You know, what kind of music will we produce? What kind of art? And we can go back in the continent and see the pyramids of Egypt and so on and so forth. Any more monuments than that. And you see, we're a powerful being. We're a powerful people. You know, we have uh, so much to do now that it feels that there's a free space to express ourselves and to create, and the Creator's provided that for us. You know, 400 years is up. You know, it's terminated. So
yes.
now, you know, it's an opportunity for us to all come together and then again express more creatively. You know, because we're doing the movies, the music. If you've looked at Unsung, the TV show,
Yes.
uh, there's a group of boys that was in Motown in the 90s. It's four brothers out of Carson, and their name is the Boys. They went by the group called the Boys. Well, that's my family. And Hawk has been handling all the Afrobeat music and some of the higher elders in Africa doing their productions and music. And Hawk is spoken of by Quincy Jones that after Michael Jackson would be Hakeem. He produced his first platinum album at the age of 13, and no one's broken this record yet. Then Bilal and I, we're working on projects. We're doing the jewelry together. They were with me in Africa when I produced some pieces over there, and the journey continues. One of their last albums was called The Saga Continues. So if you look at the Boys, Unsung, the Boys, then you'll see I'm the last one they interview, and you'll see some of the journey where it was, where we're projecting and where it's going. So you know, bringing all this creativity together, I'm gonna be very honored and proud to be a part of anything we're doing right now collectively. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to not only seeing you before this weekend is over, but I'm also looking forward to seeing how we're going to collaborate also with these other designers. Like Karen is out of New York City, and I know you go back and forth to New York all the time. But, the greatest gift, hopefully, if possible, Miss Karen, we'll be together in December, the last part of this month. And if not, we truly will bring this synergy back around in January.
That's
Barbara,
the last part of this month?
yeah, December 30th.
Oh, wonderful. I'll be here.
Yes,
Yeah,
December
that'd be great.
30th. So not only will it be you, we'll also have Lisa Nicole Cloud, as well as so many beautiful faces. And wait
Beautiful.
until you see Well, when's the last time you saw Janae, my daughter?
It's been a minute. I mean, I saw you and her on some, some
Social
photos.
media. Yeah, social
Yeah.
media.
Y'all,
You haven't seen
yeah.
her in person yet. So she's taller
No,
than
I
I.
haven't seen that person.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
I'm quite certain she
yeah.
she was she was pretty much getting there when I saw her there.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
beautiful, beautiful. I mean, you're replicating yourself. You know,
I received that. I truly received
yeah,
that.
you're
Now I look
replicating.
up like,
It's
who
a
is your
beautiful work.
mother? Oh my goodness,
You know?
I always mess with her. She's such a
That's a
real,
beautiful thing.
sound young lady, very sound, and I'm so proud of her, Baba G.
Yeah,
So
you
proud of
sound proud of her. Trust me, and you
that.
should be.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
she's been there all the time, and
been
so
there,
you
right there, all the time. You're
hey,
right.
cultivate it. So we can know what fruit fell off that tree.
Right, Miss
What
Karen?
tree
Yes,
that fruit came
indeed.
from?
Yes, indeed.
That's
Well,
gorgeous.
Baba G, I know you're in the process of moving. I am going to come out and see you guys this weekend. We're going to do that this weekend, okay? Right
Okay.
before because the holiday is on Sunday. Is that correct? Sunday?
Yeah, so we're
Yes.
closed. We're closed Sunday, but today and tomorrow, I have to get out
That,
there now and sit up because I have customers waiting for me. But
okay.
we're at the new Blackwall Street over in Stonecrest, right behind this Stonecrest Mall.
Yes.
And you can come off 75, exit 75, and just go straight south, and you can't miss it. It's up 2 blocks on Stonecrest Road. And come on by and see us, because we'll be there up until probably tomorrow evening. People doing the last minute shopping, and
Okay.
welcome out. Come out and get some. I got some blessings I'd like to share.
Well, I will bring my twin with me also, okay?
Okay, well we'll be there. My pleasure meeting you, Queen. Looking forward to meeting you in the physical realm.
Absolutely. Mine's too. It's a pleasure being on here with you, Baba G. Absolutely. We'll get together. Don't worry.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. No worries there. Talk to you then, Queen. I have to check in with this
Yes,
designer right now, and it's a blessing always to see you.
absolutely. Thank you so very much for your time. All right?
Anytime, Queen.
Okay, then.
Uh,
And that's how we make history, okay? Wasn't it amazing?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Whoo! Having those kind of relationships, that's why it's so important to just keep on nurturing relationships. It's amazing whenever you look at the movie now, you're going to look at it differently
Yes.
because the
Because you have
work,
a connection to you.
yes,
You know that person when you look at the jury and some
yes,
of the designs, you be like, oh, I
oh,
met
yeah,
him. I know him.
exactly. It's so
Yes.
cool because even like when we were doing our photo shoot for, our piece, I said, gee, I want to do something in all white because, we fashion shows, guys. We lit up the runways with his pieces. And I was sharing with him, I said, you know what? I miss my fashion days. I'm bringing them back. He said, let's do it. So not only we're going to be bringing it back, we're going to be kicking it off globally so we can bring it back to the United States as well. And the greatest gift that we have is just to keep living within our gifts, right? I cannot wait to
Absolutely.
see how we can complement one of your beautiful pieces with one of his pieces. And that's a stronger collaboration right there. He is
Absolutely.
over there with the Black Wall Street now in Atlanta. And it's so powerful to see how they brought that synergy back. Of course, the original Black Wall Street was in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And we know, unfortunately, it was burned down due to racism. So I'm grateful that Atlanta, is really wanting to keep that synergy. So therefore, we can support African American designers, not only just designers, but also business owners within itself. So I'm so happy to see him, and he just looks incredible. And we were just talking about purple, and lo and behold,
There you
purple
go.
royalty is his favorite color. That is his favorite color. Baba G, that's his favorite color.
Yes, indeed. Yes,
Yes.
indeed.
Well, Miss Karen, it has been such a treat getting to know you, allowing the viewers to get to know you more. Please let everybody know, what do you have coming up, and how can everybody get in contact with you? Please take it away.
So they can get in contact with me at www.kghof.com. I have a sale going on, so go there, and most of the pieces are $200 or $300, and I'll get it out to you as quickly as possible. You can also find me at KGHOF, HOF, yes, KGHOF on Instagram. Um, I'm on Facebook under KGHOF as well. So that's how you can get in contact with me. And my email is kg at kghof. I know I tried to shorten the name, so KGHOF is under everything. That's how you can get in contact with me.
I think it's great, though. It's wonderful. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, we say.
Absolutely.
Yes, keep it simple. Well, I'm so excited that we had an opportunity of getting to know you better. We've been talking about fashion trends, as well as we've been talking about your collection, getting everybody excited for the new season because it is upon us. And, I know what we've just finished going from the Mayor's Mass Ball. Glenn Lundy was able to come into Atlanta, and he had the opportunity of meeting Ambassador Andrew Young. So that was
Hmm.
that was a big treat. It really was. Before the end of the year, I promise you, I have at least like 2 or 3 more formals that I'm going to be attending. And this time, I think what I did last time, Miss Karen, I did sort of I felt like a flower, and I think it worked really well. That was by the Wilburn sisters. Janice Wilburn actually styled me for the Mayor's Mass Ball. I want to do a little bit more vintage with formal wear. And I like the vintage because, I like wearing my hats. That's just one of the
I
things I love
know.
doing, especially during the fall time, right?
And hats are great. It doesn't work for me, but
Mm-hmm.
hats are great. And I like a woman who can wear a hat and wear it wow and wear
Yeah.
it sexy. And I remember when we did one of the fashion shows, you had on a hat with a suit, and it was just fabulous. Fabulous. Yeah. So you know how to wear a hat, girl.
Yes.
Yes,
If you
indeed.
remember Beyonce in the movie Dreamgirls, she had that black and white suit with the ruffle collar, and then she came out with that
With a
black hat.
Barella.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hats are such a statement. Like you said, for those who can wear hats, truly is a statement. I remember even for the Power to Soar Leadership Conference, every day I kicked it in gear with a hat on. And it's just another way to bring in a different swagger. So you'll probably
Well,
see me do more with gowns and hats coming up next.
but and I gotta say this, I just really
Yes.
gotta say this. We know how to bring some swagger.
Oh,
They
yeah.
get their swagger from us because we always knew how to bring it.
We
So
know how to,
yes,
you say that. Put some fire emojis there for Miss
yes,
Karen for
girl.
that one. Yes, and you're absolutely correct. I'm going to talk about history now. The House of Versailles. This took place probably in the 80s, early 80s, right along in there. You had Oscar de la Renta. You had Diane, DKNY, Diane Corinne, Donna
Donna
Karen, sorry
Karen,
about that,
Donna
Donna
Karen.
Karen, okay, alongside with some of the other Halstons, as well as you had all the American designers. They were literally competing against all the European designers right there at the House of Versailles. And the interesting part about it, the designers that was there from European, they were putting these major productions together. Oh my goodness. They literally was putting it together like it was like a theater, right? Like a theater show. And they had like the stage set up with over the top balconies and everything like that. Now, again, they were supposed to be showing fashion, but that's all that they knew. And then when when the American designers came together, you know what they did? They did
So
fashion. They just
yeah,
walked. That's
they
it.
just
They
walk.
just walked.
They
And I
just walk.
recall Michael, I think his name is Mark Bauer. He was a part of that lineup as well. He had the girls to come out like they were in New York City and then just put those beautiful gowns on them, and they just walked and walked and walked. And that helped to not only give fashion a new swagger. Mrs. Johnson, Mrs. Eunice Johnson with Ebony Fashion Fair. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
God, for giving me the opportunity of being one of her models. She was the first woman to put together fashion and music. Oscar de la Renta always said she was the epitome of fashion because she showed them how to fuse it with music, and it totally gave it a different turn of the century. Actually, they had over like four Ebony Fashion Fair models that also participated in the House of Versailles battle. And hopefully we get an opportunity of seeing that. For sure, you guys can Google this. This is everywhere. This is not something that I'm just making up or anything like that. Literally, this is documented. And that's how fashion is. Like you said, we curated some of the most incredible experiences, and this is just the beginning. I'm looking so forward for 2023 as we open up the doors, Miss Karen. It's time for us to go bolder, better, and even more, I would say, unstoppable with fashion. I'm ready for it. I am so ready to bring fashion back. Are you?
Absolutely, absolutely. We getting rid of the skinny pants for
Yeah.
men. We bringing in some new stuff for some new people because
Yes.
we do set the trends. Never be a follower. Always set your own trend fashion.
There
That's
you
just
have it,
me.
guys. I mean, on that note, thank you so much for joining us for GW3 Global Club for this whole segment, this luncheon show that was all geared towards Fun Fashion Fridays, Haute Couture with the one and her, with the one and only Miss Karen Geddes, K&G House of Fashion, as well as we got to thank Baba G, the master mind behind all of
Absolutely.
those incredible fashions from not only the Black Panther 1 movie, but also Wakanda Forever Black Panther 2. And I'm looking forward to us making sure we collaborate to get these designers together.
Yes,
Thank you guys for
indeed.
joining us. Look forward to seeing you guys in the near future. Until then, make sure you keep your shoulders back and your head up. It's time to go blaze the universe. Why? The world needs another game changer, and that game changer is you. So let's
Yes,
go to work. Bye, guys.
yes.